Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry I haven't really posted much up lately, but I've been so tied up with, what can I say, with family life as such. It's been quite busy. But got inspired to do this video, one partly by you guys who on my earlier videos obviously noticed this ATA lurking in the background. So I thought, after watching a few reviews should I say, on YouTube, I thought I'd give my take on this rifle, and my take on this rifle is somewhat different from what I've seen other reviewers do. In general, it's a good rifle. It's cheap, it's Turkish, but that's neither here nor there. It's the thing what I'm trying to put across is what I hate most is guys on YouTube, they always use this little spiel. They say, for its money, and I hate that. I don't care if you're spending 100 quid on a rifle or 1,000 quid on a rifle. At the end of the day, as a consumer, you should expect it to perform as it's advertised, and if it doesn't, you might as well not waste your money on it, quite simply. And like I say, my pet hate, for its money it's good. No, that's not acceptable, and that just gives a get out clause to manufacturers and so forth to palm us off with substandard crap, basically. So I'm not a subscriber to the thought that if I spend £300 on a rifle, I shouldn't expect it to perform well. No, that's not acceptable in my view. So I want to give my thoughts on this ATA Airborne. That's a sub £400 gun. So let's get that one out. Came with two multi-shot mags, a single shot tray, side lever, it's regulated. It has got the world's biggest buddy bottle here. It is heavy as hell. It is 4.3 kilos unscoped, which is 9.5 pounds unscoped. It's 44 inches long, so it is a big heavy lump. It really is. Now, watching other people's reviews on this, I'm not casting like a doubt on their review, but I'm telling you what I find. As a bench rifle, shooting it off a solid surface, either bipod mounted or on a bag, so on and so forth, yeah, excellent bit of kit. But I can assure you, carrying this heavy lump around woods and stuff for hunting, to me it's got the ergonomics of a plank of wood. It really has. It is awful to carry. My biggest bugbear is this shape of stock, which suits it to bench resting on the forend here. It is so uncomfortable carrying that around. It puts stress on your wrists as you're carrying it across the body, and even though the forend is rounded, it is uncomfortable. It really is. I can only equate that to like holding a bit of 3x2 and a long bit with lead infilled. It is very, very uncomfortable. I do not use this rifle for any form of hunting work whatsoever. It's purely a bench rest gun, and here is where it really excels. It is an absolutely awesome bit of kit for shooting off a bench rest. I'm going to take you outside. I've got some targets set up. Ignore the numbers, what they say on the target. I think they've got 25 metres and 35 metres. They're not. They're set up at 30 metres and 45 metres. But it's a perfect excuse for me to try out my new little shooting bench with this on, and we'll see how it performs. I've shot this on nice still calm days. It's not still and calm out there now. It's not as bad as it was yesterday, but it's still very windy. But this will produce sub 1 inch groups at 50 metres easy all day long. But like I say, the thing what lets this gun down as a hunting gun is its terrible ergonomics. It just feels front heavy and unwieldy. But when you're resting on a bench or a bipod shooting it like that, you don't feel that. The rear of the stock is absolutely amazing. It's got a lovely sort of thin pistol grip, so you can shoot thumbs up, thumbs down, or however you want to. It's got the bag rider here and the cutout. So like I say, this stock is pretty much designed for shooting off a bench. I'm giving it to you straight, guys. If you're thinking about getting these for vermin control and stuff like that, think again. It's all well and good if you're shooting from a hide, but if you, like I say, if you're thinking of carrying this heavy long lump of wood and metal around woods and stuff, you won't like it. But enough of that. What I will say is it's got a funny trigger on there. It's 2-stage, it's adjustable. I haven't really played around with it, but the first stage on this is it's almost like the trigger is flattened, for want of a better word. It's a very loose first stage, but it comes up to a positive wall on the second stage and it breaks cleanly. There's no creep or anything like that. So the triggers, I could probably adjust that and get it more to my liking, but straight out of the box is how it is at the moment. Yeah. The other thing is, with this, I don't think I mentioned it, it is a hell of a long rifle. Another thing what might put you off, well, I'd recommend putting you off if you're carrying this around the woods and stuff. It is 44 inches long with a mod on there. Without the moderator, it gives out a hell of a crack, so you really do need to have a mod on it. 44 inches is 112 centimetres. Let's say it's a big long rifle, but if you're shooting off a bench, none of that matters. We're going to take it outside now, and I'm going to put it on a bench, shoot it at the range as I've already said, and then we'll come back in here and I'll give you my final thoughts on it. Cheers, guys. Hi guys, right, the target's behind me. You can see I've got this ATA Airborne. I'm going to get behind the camera, zoom in, and then you'll see what she shoots like. Right. Right, I'm going to zoom in now, guys. Hopefully I haven't knocked the camera off. Oops, I'll take that back a tiny bit. This was zeroed in very windy weather, but I'm not concerned about hitting bullseyes. I'm more concerned about actually the grouping. So right, here goes. We'll go on the right hand side target, the middle one. Right guys, I'll just zoom that in a little bit more. I think that was 6 or 7 shots in there. I wasn't really counting, but there we go. I've got to say, I can probably shoot a better group than that with one of my springers, but hey ho. Right, I'm gonna zoom out and we'll take it to the next one right down there. Just adjust that a little. So if I take this out, you can see I'm not cheating. You can see like my mod here. So right, here we go. Let's take this down range. Sorry about the chickens guys, this is the part of being on a farm. Right, well, let's see what she shoots like now. Once again, I'm going to go for the left hand, the left hand splatter burst. I'm expecting quite a drop on this. Actually, I'll go for the right hand middle splatter burst because I'm expecting this to be coming off to the left hand side because of the wind and also the pellet drop at distance. Like I say, I'm not going for bullseyes as such, I'm going for creep sizes. You guys will never realise how off-putting chickens are until you get on a farm and shoot near them. Yeah, I'm just one hole in these now. Oops, that was me guys, I got carried away there. Right, to see if I can zoom that in a little bit. No. Right, as you can see, not cheating, that's the distance that was shot at. We'll go and fetch the targets in and talk about it in the workshop in a second or two. Cheers guys. Right guys, you just saw real world shooting anyway. What I will say is, it's typical off camera, I wasn't quite so happy with those groups, so I actually zeroed this at the 30 yard or 30 metre mark, and typical, but I'll just show you anyway. That was the group you see me shoot on camera, 30 metres, edge to edge, not centre to centre, edge to edge, so the furthest edges. It was 13.9mm and it's 6 shots in there. I then adjusted my sights and brought it in onto bullseye, and it was a 13.2mm 6 round group, so I'll show you there. That was it with it zeroed, and that was the one shot on camera. Hopefully you'll get that. And then at 45, and that was the one you saw me shoot on camera. That was edge to edge was 18, no it wasn't, it was 17.1. That was obviously with the gun unzeroed, so that once I'd zeroed it in, I reshot the groups. Obviously it was going to drop, so my shots dropped here, and I attempted to use my mil dots to aim off. Ignore these two high shots, it was just me messing around, trying to walk my shots in to like the bullseye. And you can see there at 45 it produced an 18.6mm group edge to edge. So where I'm going with this is, yeah, this is an accurate little rifle, someone looking to get into PCP shoot, and I'd recommend it if they're getting into PCP shooting and want to do target work rather than hunting with. Like I say, I don't recommend this gun for hunting. It's unwieldy, it's heavy, and it's uncomfortable to shoot. What makes this such a good bench gun really goes against this as a hunting rifle. But the other place I'm going with this is, like, these Turkish guns, they're not too bad. I will say I've only got one magazine with this gun, and the reason I've only got one magazine with it is because the other one broke, so that doesn't bode well, I suppose. But I've had so many issues, not only with ATA, I've had it with Crowls as well, where the actual magazines sometimes let them down, but they are cheap enough to replace. So my final thoughts on this is, as a target gun for a beginner, excellent. For a hunting gun, look elsewhere. But my very final thought is, as nice as those groups were, I can assure anyone watching this video I can shoot comparable or even better groups with my springers. I really can, and I believe if I was recommending a gun to a newbie, it'd be just stay away from the PCPs unless you really got to have one, and get yourself a decent springer, because it'll perform just as good as one of these. It really will. And with that, guys, hope you enjoyed this little video, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.